Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we are going to see Hostel Management System. My name is Ashwini.
What is e-hostel management system?
When you manage a task with the help of a software in a computer, it is called as Electronic Management System. This project is developed by our team Parthenium project. Before seeing the demo, if you have not yet subscribed our channel, please subscribe our channel. Hostel Management System developed by our team Parthenium projects. This can be used to manage different students in a hostel. Nowadays you can see each and every schools, colleges, different universities, public hostels, it might be big or small, it has to be maintained. So each and every students, each and every employee who are living in that particular hostel, that has to be managed. Managing is very difficult. Going back, seeing in the different pages, going back, seeing in hundreds of pages who has been admitted to which particular room, or that particular student, when did he join, each and everything to see and to maintain in a book is very difficult. So here is a right platform where you can manage hostel students in a particular website. So this is a website developed by our team Parthenium project. Here you can see different options that is given here. Hostel might be big or small. It has to be maintained. If maintenance is done in a computer, you can get more accurate results and easy to handle. You can use this software to maintain the hostel record. I'll just demo the website. Here is a website. This is a home page. Here you can see hostelite. So initially he has to register for it. So hostelite type, he might be an employee or a student or any other worker. So he has to select the type, name, email ID, password, confirm the password, father's name, mother's name, address, contact details, then click on register. I'll just show you as a student. Name is email ID, date of birth, I'll give 2014 January and 30th. So date of birth, password I'll enter, I'll confirm the password, father's name, mother's name and address. He has to give whole address. I'm just giving Bangalore. Contact details. I'll click on register. Now I have successfully added. Let me log in. So login. This is an Hostelite login. Here you can see a dashboard where you can see the admission detail of the student, mess bill of that particular student, attendance report. So each and everything we can see it here. So he can view the events. So different events that is entered, that can be entered by a student or a principal or any employee. Next he can see the contact details, hostel management system for the user. Next we are going to see the hostel management system for admin. So this is the admin panel. Here you can see the admin panel, you can see the employee dashboard. So here you have different options for the admin. So let us see the options one by one. So the first one is admission records. Here in this project you can see 29 records. So this is where important is. Total admission done is displayed on the screen. So here once when you click, you can see the entire detail. You can see here. Next, the next one, attendance record. You have 404 records. If you click here, you can see the attendance record. You can also print according to the date, month and submit here. If you want to select, you can select the month, print that particular month's attendance record, or you can submit also. You can enter whether he is present or absent. If you want to send it, you can send it. If you want to print it, you can print it. You have 80 records here. If I click here, you can see the bill records, bill number, name, bill type, paid date, payment type, and total amount that has been paid. You can see different pages over here. So this is about the income report. Next thing, here you can see from which date to which date you can enter, and you can filter it out. This is one more option given here. Any month, it might be from 4th till, if I enter it from March to June, present date, filter. No data is available with this date, so you can filter out the income report according to the month, year, according to number of days also. Next you have blocks record. So here you can click here. We have two blocks over here, new block and old block. You can search, you can see the block name, description about the block, and whether that block is active or not. You can see here in this action part. You want to edit, you can edit. If you want to delete that particular block, you can delete it. Next is employee record. So here you can see the employee record, employee name, employee login, password, type, whether he is an admin, whether that particular person is a warden. You can see here male, female, you can see designation, you can see status. Next is action. If you want to delete any of the admin or warden, you can delete. If you want to edit it, you can edit that particular employee. Next you can see special events. You can see the events over here. Event banner, event title, event date, and status. Last part is edit or delete. If that event is not happening, you can delete it. If you want to change anything, you can go to edit and change. Next you have fee records. Here you can see the fees records, hostel type, name, room details, total fees, invoice of that particular fees bill. So these things you can see it over here. Fee structure. Here you can see the fee structure. Different block has different fee structure. So here block name is there, user type, room type, cost, status, action. In action you have edit or delete. So here you can see room type, triple sharing, double sharing, single room. So for each and every type you have different fee structure. So depending upon the fee structure, you are going to give the rooms. Next we have guest records. Someone comes to the hostel and that particular person wants to be with his son or a daughter. So that guest entry is done here. In guest entry, we are going to enter the name, email ID, contact detail, and action. So you can view how many guests has been arrived in the hostel. Next is hostelite records. Here you can see the records of the hostelite, type, name, email ID, date of birth, father name, mother name, address, contact detail, and status. This, remember, starting I entered the student detail. So here we have combination of employee and a student. If you want to view the next page, you can view the next page. So here you can see I entered Kahan, has a student type, his email ID, date of birth, father's name, mother's name, address, phone number, and he is active here. So those things, whatever you enter or whatever you whatever you enter for the registration, that will be stored over here. Next one is mess bill. So here you can see the mess bill records. You can select which month mess bill you want, you can enter it. You'll get the student detail, room rent, mess bill, water and electric bill, maintenance charge, penalty, total bill, last date to pay the bill, and you can see the action also. So this is about the mess bill. Next, you can see the room records. Here you can see the room record details. Here this is a block, fee structure, room number, number of beds in that particular room, description, status and action you can perform here. So this is about the dashboard. Next we are going to see the account. I'll see the profile. So here you can see employee name, employee login and designation of that particular employee and submit. So if I want to change the password, I need to enter the old password, enter the new password, confirm the password and change my. Next we have employee. Here we can add employee or view employee. Adding an employee is giving employee name, employee email ID, password, confirm the password, select the employee type, whether he is an admin, warden or accountant. You can select here. You can select the gender. You can write the designation. Next, you can give active or inactive. If that particular person is working here, you can give active. If that particular person is not working right now, you can give inactive. If you give inactive, the database will store all the details. It will display on the database that particular person is not working in this particular institution. That is about the adding employee. Next, viewing of employee. Here you can see all the employee working under this institution. Next, you can see hostelites. You can view the hostelites detail. We can see the guest details here. This is the hostelite details. Next, you can see guest details. Next, you can see administrator. Next, you can see feedback. Next, you can see the income report. Here is a income report. Booking of a guest. In dashboard, we saw guest entries. So here we are going to book a guest. So view pending booking. If there is any pending, you can see here. If you want to approve it, you can approve. If you want to reject it, you can reject. So here you can see the guest details, particularly from which date to which date, how many date, why he is visiting, everything you can enter here. You can see status, it is pending. Once when you give approve, it is going to approve. This particular room will be approved for this particular person. If you reject, room booking will be cancelled. Next you can see approved booking. So here you can see the approved booking, rejected booking. You can view the list of rejected booking. You can view paid guest. So here you can see the list of the guests, those who have paid. View guest records. This shows the entire guest record, whoever has been booked, whoever guest record. You can see the entire database, name, email ID, contact details and action. This is about the guest booking. Next you have attendance. So attendance report and adding attendance. So the first one is adding attendance. So here you can see the date. Here you can select. Here you can see the student name, hostel type, room numbers, attendance status. If he has attended, you can give attended and updated. The records will be added. So this is how you add the attendance. Next you can see the attendance report. You can see the You can select the which month, select submit it or print it. Here we don't have any records here, so you cannot print it. Next you have room settings. So if you want to add up a room, you can add room. First you have to select which block it is, new block or old block. Fee structure for that particular room depending upon the employee or student. Room number, number of beds in that particular room, and description about that particular room you can add here, and select active or inactive status. Press submit. That particular room is added. Next, viewing of room. You can see the rooms, fee structure. You can see the block. Here you can see the block name, fee structure, room numbers, number of beds in that particular room, description, active or inactive status, then action. If you want to delete that particular room, you can delete it. If you want to edit it, you can edit. Next you have adding the block. So if any new blocks has been constructed, you can give the block name, description about the block, select that particular block is active or inactive, press submit. That particular block will be added. Next it is viewing the block. You can view all the blocks that is present in the building. Here you can see new block, old block, description about the block, status. Next you have adding the fee structure. Here you are going to add fee structure for each and every block, each and every room, whether it is triple sharing, double sharing, all the details, all the fees detail will be added here. So here adding the fees structure, first you need to select the block, which block it is. Next you are going to select whether he is a student or a employee. Next you are going to select the room type, single room, double room, triple sharing. You can see the room type, which type it is, double, single or any other, cost of that particular room type, status, and press submit. You are going to add the fee structure for that particular block, particular room, particular type of room. Next you have viewing the fee structure. Once when you give the details about the or which type of room you want, you can view the cost and you can tell the customer how much that room costs. Next it is guest fee setting. So every month, every day or every year, guest fees might be changing. So here you are going to give per day cost of the guest and you can update it. Next it is event. Here publish event. Since it is an admin account, you can publish an event here. You can give the event title, choose the banner, give the description about the event, select the event date, select publish. If you publish it, it will display for all the students and employee. If you give pending, the data will be added. If you give draft, the data will be added. Whenever you want, you can publish it. Next, viewing the events. You can see all the events that is published. You can see it here. Next you have mess bill and other. Here you can see which month and submit. You'll get the, I selected February 2020. I gave submit. Here you can see the name, type, number of days, present, absent, room rent, mess bill, water charges, maintenance and total. You can see the entire details over here. Since none of the datas are being entered here. You are seeing 0 rent, 0 mess bill, 0 charges. Next, viewing the mess bill. Here you can see the mess bill datas. Next, I can press log out. I'll come out of the admin section. Next, I have main over here. Here you can get hostel account, my profile, hostel book pending. So here it is a new block, old block. I can select any of the blocks and submit it. So here next I'm going to see the select the room. So I'll select the single occupation. Next I'll get block name, room type and fees. This is about hostel booking pending. This is about hostel booking panel. Next it is attendance report. You can see the attendance report, hostel fees report. I can see mess bill report. I can see feedback I can give. Then I'll press the logout. These are few other options that can be added to the hostel management system. This is about the hostel management system. If you need any customization, we are going to do the customization for this project. The contact details are given in the description box. If you need any details, you can contact us. If you like this video, please like our video, share it with your friends, and please subscribe our channel. Thank you.